Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, we're kicking tonight off in a big way. We are kicking tonight off with a Ring of Honor World Championship matchup, because we've got a big tag team matchup coming up at Impact Sacrifice in just over a week's time. 9 nights from tonight, December 31st, will be Impact Sacrifice. Oh, wait, that's not in just a couple... Oh, thank God, that's not just a couple weeks. That's all more than a couple weeks. That's 2.5 weeks. Thank God. I was actually kind of concerned there. Here comes Dax Harwood to the ring, one half of FTR tonight. Dax looking to pick up the Ring of Honor World Championship. So it will be December 31st and January 1st. That is your next double premiere weekend, folks, because I've been asked that a few times. So Dax Harwood making his way to the ring. Himself and his tag team partner Cash Wheeler team up with Christopher Daniels at Sacrifice in just 16 nights time at Sacrifice. They team up against Dalton Castle and the Boys. If Dalton Castle and the Boys win, then it's going to be Harwood and Wheeler versus the Boys for the Impact Tag Team titles at Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor. But if Castle and FTR win, it will be Dalton Castle defending the Ring of Honor title, or I guess in this case it could be Dax Harwood defending the Ring of Honor title against Christopher Daniels. Someone's really got to fix Dalton Castle's entrance, and it should be the guy making the series, shouldn't it? Dalton Castle, the Ring of Honor World Champion, making his way down to the ring. Just showing off the championship right now is Castle. Dalton Castle defeated Roosh to become champion back at Supercard of Honor earlier this year on the LS11 3-year anniversary. So Dalton Castle makes his way to the ring. We've already seen that exact entrance 2 minutes ago. So the Ring of Honor World Title is up for grabs. It's Dax Harwood versus Dalton Castle. Here we go. There's a chop from Castle into another one. Harwood counters, right hook from Harwood. Dax Harwood answers back and knocks him back. Harwood kicks him in the ribs. Castle with a right hook now, and Dalton Castle with Dax Harwood off the ropes. They collide. And now Dax hits the ropes, and Dax trying to throw him off. Harwood, into a Thez press, taking down Dalton Castle. We got a huge show coming up at Death Before Dishonor in just a couple of weeks. We'll have all the match announcements pretty soon on the LS11 Instagram and Twitter, as well as the LS11 Discord. So be sure to follow us in all those places and join the Discord, and we talk about that stuff pretty frequently. Over the top rope goes Dax Harwood. Dalton Castle, throws him back into the ring. Castle gets caught with a clothesline. And now Dalton Castle takes him down again. Castle hammering down on him. Dalton Castle taking him down now, and Castle grabs onto him, slams Harwood down. And now Castle hammering away on him again, keeping Dax Harwood down. Get him back up to his feet now. Dalton Castle went for a chop. Harwood, snapmare, takes him down, hits the ropes. Drop kick to the side of the head, takes down Dalton Castle. Dax Harwood kicking him down now. Harwood, no, Castle caught with an uppercut. Harwood, spine buster. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out from Dalton Castle. And now Dax Harwood kicking him down. Dalton Castle back to his feet. Castle scoops Harwood up, and Dalton Castle spikes him down. Getting him back up to his feet now is Dalton Castle into a clothesline. And another one now. Dalton Castle ducks him. Power slam. Harwood counters, and now Harwood. There's a knee strike from Castle. Castle went for a chop. Harwood takes him down. Jackknife cover. 1, 2. Nearly got him. And now Now Harwood circles Castle, right hand to the back. Harwood rolls him through, bridging the cover. Harwood. 1. No, another kick out from Castle. Goes for a kick. Castle takes him down now. Dalton Castle coming down on him. Dalton Castle took down Dax Harwood now, and Castle getting him back up to his feet. Dalton Castle. Oh, bang-a-rang! Cover. 1, 2, no! Very few people kick out a bang-a-rang, and Dax Harwood just did. Harwood turned around by Castle again now, and Dalton Castle. Back body drop. Oh, Harwood! Small package. 1, 2, nearly got him. Harwood has turned it around on Castle. And now Dalton Castle reeling a bit. Dax with a hip toss takes him down. Dax Harwood now stomping on him repeatedly. Here comes Dalton Castle. Dax Harwood sidesteps. DDT from Dalton. Castle getting him back up to his feet now, and Dalton Castle countered by Harwood. Harwood takes him down. Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter is in. Harwood with the sharpshooter. Castle's in trouble. Dalton Castle's in a load of trouble. Harwood could make him tap out here. Dalton Castle rolls it back around, shoves Harwood away. There's a shot from Harwood. Goes for a kick. Castle. Exploder suplex. Takes him down. Into another cover. Harwood got the shoulders up now, and Castle turned him over again. Castle just going to try another cover. 1, 2, kick out. Harwood's down. Castle. One more time could do it. Dalton Castle. A second bang-a-rang. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Dalton Castle gets the win. Dalton Castle beats Dax Harwood, and Dalton Castle keeps the Ring of Honor World Title. What a win there tonight for Dalton Castle, still Ring of Honor World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we got plenty of action still to come tonight. We got Masha Slamovich taking on Killer Kelly, Axel Tischer taking on Alan Angels, and in the main event, it's Brian Cage versus Josh Alexander. Let's get on with the rest of the show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got more action coming right up next, and don't worry, I took some time and made sure we're not going to have the same entrance twice for once. Here comes Killer Kelly to the ring. Killer Kelly came up just short in the #1 contenders match just a couple of weeks ago in that big triple threat match where she tried to earn herself a shot at Jordynne Grace at Sacrifice. Killer Kelly marching down to the ring. She's got a tall task ahead of her, though. She's got to take on the woman that beat her in that triple threat. And she's got to do it one-on-one this time. Killer Kelly makes her way to the ring. She's got to go one-on-one with Masha Slamovich. Masha stormed through that triple threat just a few weeks ago, and I gotta be honest, I'm not 100% sure how Jordynne Grace is gonna get past her. We could be looking at the next Impact Women's Champion, or Knockouts Champion right here. So Slamovich and Killer Kelly one-on-one. It's going to be big, folks. Here we go. Oh, Killer Kelly managed to block the clothesline. Grabs Masha by the arm, twisting it back, and slams it down. Grabs a hold of it now, and now Killer Kelly bending the arm back again. Killer Kelly stomps the arm of Masha Slamovich. Getting her back to her feet, goes for a right hook. Slamovich counters. Masha with a back fist, flooring Kelly. One shot was all it took to floor her. And now Masha sends her into the corner. Big boot as well. Grabs a hold of her now. Oh, look at this, punching the side of the head. Killer Kelly now taking her down. Kicking her down again now, Killer Kelly. Finding a counter now, sends Masha over the top rope. Out to the floor goes Masha. And now Masha is down on the floor, and the referee holding back Killer Kelly. It's probably not a wise move if you're the referee. Out of the ring and back in now. Counter for counter here. Grabs a hold of her. Masha picks her up. Goes for a gut wrench. Kelly counters. Goes for a right hook. Countered by Masha. Masha Slamovich taking her down. Taking her down now again is Masha. Killer Kelly back to her feet. Floats over. Whoa, goes for a DDT. Countered. Masha knocks her back. And now Masha goes for another back fist. Kelly keeping the arms up. Masha sidesteps. Oh, goes for a super kick. Killer Kelly caught it into a belly to belly. Knocking her down. Knee to the head takes her down again. And a suplex. Taking her down into a cover. For the one, no. Grabs hold of her again now, Killer Kelly. Neck breaker to Masha. Taking her down. Kelly staying on top at the moment. And now Killer Kelly grabs a hold of her by the hair. Pulls her in and snaps down the arm. Pulling back on the arm again now is Killer Kelly. Is Killer Kelly. Masha's down. There's an elbow drop, taking her down again. Grabs a hold of the arm, pulling back on it. And now Killer Kelly going to the top rope. Perched up high. No! Went for an elbow drop. Masha out of the way. And now Masha with a roundhouse kick. Scoops her up. Slams her down. Cover. But a rope break's going to save Killer Kelly there. Masha stomping the head now. Kicks her down. Slamovich back. Killer Kelly back to her feet. Slamovich grabs onto her. Killer Kelly's got her up. And Killer Kelly suplex takes her down. Cover on Masha. 1, 2, kick out. And now Killer Kelly turning her over. Grabs a hold of Masha. Tying up the legs. Killer Kelly into surfboard stretch. Surfboard stretches in, turns it around, dragon sleeper. Is Masha about to be out of it? Killer Kelly might have her where she wants her here. Masha, though, punches her in the face, knocking her back. Oh, what a clothesline from Killer Kelly. Masha's down, Killer Kelly to the top rope. Went for an elbow, nobody home. And now Masha kicks her in the ribs, pulls her in. Masha, pile driver. Cover. 1, 2, no. Masha Slamovich nearly got her. Killer Kelly gets the shoulders up. Now Masha getting her back up to her feet, scoops her up. Spikes her on her head again. 1, 2, no. Killer Kelly is just continuing to stay in it. Getting her back to her feet again now is Masha. Masha Slamovich pulls her in one more time. Another package pile driver. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Masha continuing to show why she is the #1 contender to the Knockouts title. A big win there for Masha. Masha gets the win. Killer Kelly, better luck next time, just like that triple threat. Like I said, we might be looking at the next Knockouts champion right now. A huge win there for Masha Slamovich. She could be the next Knockouts champion, you know, if Paul doesn't, you know, for some reason, if Paul doesn't make a call when's her contract up? God help us all. We got more coming up on Impact. All right, major players, we've got a big task on our hands. 2 weeks. We are in for the fight of our lives. 2 weeks. We have to fight a guy who's known for coming into companies and taking championships. 2 weeks. We have to beat Jeff Jarrett. No, Matt. You have to beat Jeff Jarrett. It's your match, not ours. Joe, this is your last chance. You either prove yourself to me when I fight Jeff Jarrett, or you get the fuck out of the way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got some more singles action coming up next, as here comes the #1 contender to the X Division Championship, the man who challenges Eric Young in just a couple of weeks at the Sacrifice pay-per-view. Here comes Alan Angel, sporting some throwback attire tonight. I was curious what his second attire was. Now I know. So Alan Angel's making his way down to the ring. I promise he'll have some new attire come Sacrifice. But Alan Angels, you know, he was super close to becoming the X Division champion back at Ultimate X before insanity would get in the way. So Alan Angels enters the ring. He's got to take on Axel Tischer, the second in command, behind Eric Young. So Axel Tischer, a bit unhinged, making his way to the ring. The Axeman is what he calls himself. Tischer marching down to the ring. It's our second to last matchup of the evening. Our main event will be Josh Alexander versus Brian Cage. It'll be a big matchup. So, Axel Tischer back into the ring. Without any further ado, folks, Alan Angels versus Axel Tischer. Here we go. Angels immediately going to try and use his speed to his advantage with a Hurricane Rana into a senton, takes down Axel. Kicking him down now is Alan Angels. Angels trying to keep him down. Axel Tischer sweeps the leg. Taking him down, grabs a hold of him, and knee to the arm takes down Angels. Goes down and starts punching him in the face now. Axel Tischer taking him down. And a boot to the face. Tries to grab him. Alan Angels rolls out of the way. There's a jab. Axel Tischer counter. Angels comes off the ropes. Spanish fly. Into a stomp. And now Alan Angels hits the ropes. There's a big neck breaker. Angels going up to the top now. Angels turns around. Moonsault attempts. Knees up from Tischer though. And now Axel Tischer goes for a jab. Got him with that one. Into another one. Angels with a hip toss takes him down. Into a stomp. Knocking him off his feet. Angels getting him back up to his feet now. Went for a right hook. Tischer kicks him in the ribs. Pulls him in. Pops him up. Angels caught with a brain buster. Tischer's got him down now, and Axel going to the top rope. Tischer gonna look to fly. Elbow drop across the sternum of Axel Tischer, or of Alan Angels. Now Alan Angels sweeps the leg. Angels grabs the rope, springboard. Oh, goes backwards into a kick from Tischer, who caught him. Slams down the arm now, and Axel Tischer getting him back to his feet. Scoops Angels up on his shoulders. Takes him down with a running fireman's carry. Grabs a hold of him now and drop kicked in the back. Into a cover. 1, 2, kick out. And now Axel posing down over the fallen Allen Angels. Angels staggering, trying to get back to his feet. Tischer gets him back up. Oh, looked like he was going to go for that power bomb. Angels, another Spanish fly connects. Into cannonball. Senton. Allen Angels is on top of him right now, staying on him, on fire. Angels, frog splash. Remember, Eric Young wants Allen Angels to join Insanity, and Allen Angels been fighting him all the way through. Big belly to belly, and now Allen Angels. Discus clothesline. Yeah. Axel Tischer kicked out though. And now Tischer fighting back to his feet with a jab. He grabs a hold of him, turns him around, taking him towards the corner, head first into the turnbuckle. There's a chop. And now Tischer with Angels, head first into the turnbuckle again. Grabs him again, turns him around into the corner. And, into the turnbuckle. Tischer stalling on him now, and Axel Tischer kicks him in the back. Picking Allen Angels back up to his feet now. Tischer scoops him up on his shoulders for the spinning fireman's carry. Takes him down. 1, 2, kick out. I want to get back up to his feet now. Allen Angels is down. Axel Tischer. No, jawbreaker. Allen Angels. Oh, got caught. Counter for counter. Angels turns him around now, and Allen Angels with the backstabber. 1, 2, 3. Angels wins again. A big win there for Allen Angels. Angels gets the win. Ladies and gentlemen, it's coming up next. Josh Alexander and Brian Cage, our main event. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just before the main event, I'm backstage here with Rampage Brown. Rampage, we have a big announcement, and it involves you. And that is that in 16 nights at Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor, you, or in 17 nights, excuse me, you will be challenging the winner of Samoa Joe versus Josh Alexander for the Impact World Championship. Kurt Angle has decreed it. You will get your shot at the Impact World Title, finally. Good. About damn time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening. Here comes the Machine. Brian Cage, he battles Moose in just a couple weeks' time at Sacrifice. I mean, what a matchup we just had announced for Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor coming up on January 1st, 2023, the first LS11 event of 2023. Well, I say that. We also have LSWF Day 1 on January 1st. Big week coming up in the beginning of January. The Machine making his way down to the ring. Brian Cage set for a big matchup tonight. So Brian Cage makes his way to the ring. He's got to go one-on-one with the man who challenges Samoa Joe for the Impact World Championship in just a couple weeks. And you might wonder, last week Josh Alexander spiked Samoa Joe with the C4. Why did he do that? Well, I had a sit-down interview with Josh Alexander earlier tonight before the show, and this is what he told me. He told me that it's been all about respect with him and Samoa Joe, but he knows that is not the real Samoa Joe. Because if he beats the Samoa Joe that's talking about how excited he is to fight Josh Alexander, then he didn't beat the real Samoa Joe. He wants the angry Samoa Joe, the pissed off Samoa Joe, the most dangerous man in professional wrestling Samoa Joe, because he wants to beat him at his best to prove that he is the best. And I think Josh Alexander, as dangerous as that might be to do, I think it's also a very respectable thing to do. He wants Samoa Joe at his best, and he just gave him a bit of motivation to get there. Josh Alexander makes his way to the ring. Last week he knocked off Matt Cardona. This week he looks to take down Brian Cage. He's been going through the best of the best in Impact these last few weeks. Here we go. Brian Cage runs at him. Oh my God! What a tombstone from Josh Alexander! Immediately takes down Brian Cage. And now Alexander getting him back up to his feet. Josh Alexander. Backbreaker. Takes him down. Josh Alexander immediately takes him down with another leg snap. Into a cover. Kick out from Cage. And now there's a kick taking him down. Josh Alexander, elbow to the head of Brian Cage. Cage back to his feet. Josh Alexander, went for a German. And now Brian Cage has got to fight back into it. He picks him up. Suplexes him across the ring. Brian Cage kicking him down now. Back to his feet comes Alexander. Josh Alexander rolls him through. Goes for another kick. Brian Cage rolled out of the way. And now Brian Cage, double underhook. Josh Alexander pops him up. Cage rolls it through. And now Josh Alexander pounces on him. Into a cover on Brian Cage for the one. No, kick out. And Josh Alexander, Northern Lights. It's just been big move after big move with these two thus far. Neither man giving an inch. Brian Cage out of the way. Cage now grabs a hold of Alexander and gets him up to his feet. Brian Cage, Weapon X. And now he grabs a hold of Josh Alexander. Scoops him on his shoulders, and Cage with the F5. 1, 2. Kick out from Josh Alexander. Brian Cage turning things around for himself here. Grabs a hold of the number one contender and throws him over the top rope. Cage follows him to the outside. Brian Cage. Back body drop on the apron. Getting him back up to his feet now. Brian Cage with Josh Alexander. Into the barricades. Pops him up. Uranagi onto the barricades again. Rushes at him now. A German on the floor from Alexander. There's a kick taking him down now. Josh Alexander firing away on the head of Brian Cage, taking him down. Alexander now getting Brian Cage back up to his feet. Goes for a chop. Drop kick from Cage. And now Josh Alexander launched into the barricade. And again. Now Brian Cage. Slams him into it again. Referee at the count of 5. Into the apron now goes Alexander. Referee at the count of 6. Brian Cage looking to end it. Grabs a hold of Josh Alexander, gets him up on his shoulders. Brian Cage on the apron. Into the ring apron again. 7 count. And now Brian Cage sends him back into the ring. Following after him, count of 8 from the referee. Stomps the leg, does Brian Cage. Goes for another kick. Josh Alexander German suplexes him into the corner. Getting him back up to his feet now. Josh Alexander picks the ankle. Shoves him to the mat. Ankle lock. But a rope break's going to save Brian Cage. Cover now from Alexander. 1, 2. No, a kick out from Cage. Brian Cage just kips up to his feet. Goes for a boot. Josh Alexander caught with a roundhouse knee strike. Cage grabs hold of him. Alexander, jawbreaker. And now Josh Alexander rolls him through. Grabs hold of him now. Josh Alexander with Brian Cage. Towards the center of the ring now. Alexander. No, Cage counters. And Brian Cage scoops him on his shoulders. Cage carrying him around, getting ready for F5. No! Josh Alexander fights free. And Alexander slams him into the mat. Josh Alexander turns him over now. Grabs hold of the ankle again. Ankle lock is in. Grapevine. Grapevine is in. Alexander trying to make Cage tap. Brian Cage holding on for dear life right now. Doing everything in his power not to tap. Brian Cage. Oh, Cage rolling it over. Kicks Alexander in the hand. Knocks him back. Right hand attempt now, and another one. Brian Cage moving slower now. Alexander's done good work at taking his feet out. Now a suplex connects. Josh Alexander grabs onto him, dragging Brian Cage away from the ropes. Brian Cage is down. Josh Alexander turning him over. Alexander cover on Cage for the 1, 2, kick out again from the machine. Josh Alexander grabs him. Brian Cage, jawbreaker. Brian Cage hits the ropes. What a neck breaker connects from the machine. Brian Cage now is going to the top rope. Brian Cage perched on the top. Here we go, Brian Cage. He wants Alexander. Oh, undershot the crossbody though. And Josh Alexander grabs hold of him, launches him into the corner. Grabs onto him now, Josh Alexander, head first into the turnbuckle. Grabs him again now, and Alexander ties the leg up, kicks it into the ropes. Brian Cage staggers Alexander. Here we go, looking for C4 spike. Brian Cage is down. The C4 spike connects. Josh Alexander. 1, 2, 3. Josh Alexander gets the win. Josh Alexander proving tonight why he is the #1 contender to the Impact World Championship. He manages to do the unthinkable and puts down the machine. If he can do that to Samoa Joe, sacrifice, we might have a new champion on our hands. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching this week's edition of Impact Wrestling. Until next time, everybody, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.